The Chicago Bears are making headlines as they continue to shape their new coaching staff under recently hired head coach Ben Johnson. Johnson, who officially took the reins earlier this week, is wasting no time in assembling a team that reflects his vision for the franchise. Among the biggest developments is the strong possibility of former New Orleans Saints head coach Dennis Allen being brought on as the Bears' defensive coordinator. #### Dennis Allen, a strategic hire. Multiple reports, including insights from ESPN's Adam Schefter and Chicago Tribune's Brad Biggs, indicate that Allen is the frontrunner for the defensive coordinator role. While the Bears have yet to make an official announcement, insiders suggest that Allen's appointment is imminent. This would be a significant win for Johnson as he looks to bolster his staff with experienced leaders. Allen brings an impressive resume as a defensive mind, having built a reputation for crafting disciplined and high-performing defenses during his time with the Saints. While his head coaching record, 26-53 between the Saints and Raiders, might raise eyebrows, Allen's primary focus in Chicago would be to lead the defense and serve as a mentor to the first-time head coach. Johnson himself has emphasized the importance of surrounding himself with seasoned coaches, stating, "That's going to be a critical part of our success. I really believe we're going to find great candidates who want to come to Chicago for a number of reasons and who can help guide me along the way." Allen, with his wealth of experience, fits that mold perfectly. ### what Dennis Allen brings to the table. Allen is known for his ability to adapt defensive schemes to maximize player strengths, a skill that could be transformative for the Bears roster. His tenure with the Saints saw him develop a top-tier defensive unit, even in seasons when the team faced challenges on offense. His knowledge and leadership could prove invaluable for a Bears squad looking to regain its defensive identity. For Johnson, Allen also offers something intangible but vital: a sounding board. Navigating the transition to head coach is no small task, and having a former head coach like Allen in his corner could help Johnson make key decisions under pressure. ### other defensive coordinator candidates. While Allen appears to be the favorite, the Bears have also interviewed other candidates for the defensive coordinator position. Los Angeles Rams assistant head coach Aubrey Pleasant and Minnesota Vikings passing game coordinator Durant Jones are reportedly in the mix. However, Allen's extensive experience gives him a clear edge over the competition. ### early signs of Johnson's coaching philosophy. The potential addition of Allen aligns with what we've seen so far from Johnson's early hires. His unofficial coaching staff already includes notable names like J.T. Barrett as quarterbacks coach, Antoine Randall L. as wide receivers coach, and Al Harris as defensive passing game coordinator. These hires suggest that Johnson is focused on building a diverse and well-rounded staff that combines fresh ideas with veteran expertise. ### speculations and expectations. If Allen joins the Bears, it would signal a commitment to prioritizing defensive excellence under Johnson's leadership. Pairing Allen's defensive expertise with Johnson's offensive vision could make for a well-balanced and dynamic coaching team. Fans are also speculating how Allen's hiring might influence the team's draft strategy, particularly with regard to defensive prospects. While some skeptics might question Allen's overall record as a head coach, it's important to remember that his role in Chicago would be highly specialized. His experience and ability to mentor Johnson could turn out to be the perfect combination for a team eager to reclaim its status as a playoff contender. As the Bears finalize their coaching staff, one thing is clear: Ben Johnson is setting the stage for a fresh era in Chicago football. And if Dennis Allen is officially brought on board, it could mark the beginning of a new chapter for the Bears' defense, one that brings both stability and innovation to a franchise hungry for success. With the Chicago Bears ushering in a new era under head coach Ben Johnson, the buzz around potential player and coach arrivals is growing, and one familiar face might be eyeing a return. Former Bears wide receiver Equanimeous St. Brown has hinted at the possibility of reuniting with the team during a recent episode of the St. Brown podcast. While St. Brown didn't outright state his intentions, he dropped a clear hint to his brother, Detroit Lions wide receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown, about connecting him with Johnson. In a playful exchange, Equanimeous urged Amon-Ra to pass along a message. "Tell Ben to text me." The comment suggests an openness to rekindling his career in Chicago, especially under the guidance of a coach he seems to respect. ### a look at St. Brown's career. Equanimous St. Brown began his NFL journey in 2018 as a draft pick for the Green Bay Packers. He later joined the Bears, playing for them in the 2022 and 2023 seasons before moving to the New Orleans Saints in 2024. His best professional season came in 2022, when he played and started in 16 games, recording 21 receptions for 323 yards and a touchdown. While those numbers aren't jaw-dropping, St. Brown proved himself a reliable option and could add depth to a receiving core looking to strengthen in the offseason. Why a reunion could make sense. For the Bears, bringing back St. Brown could be a strategic move. His familiarity with Chicago and experience as a dependable receiver make him a strong candidate to bolster the team's receiving unit. With Darnell Mooney and Chase Claypool headlining the roster, the addition of St. Brown would add versatility and depth, particularly in key third down or rotational situations. Moreover, St. Brown's history with Johnson, likely stemming from shared professional connections, could make him an asset in aligning the offense under the new head coach's vision. His ability to adapt to different offensive schemes, as demonstrated throughout his career, makes him a low-risk, high-reward option. Speculations and the bigger picture. Fans and analysts alike are speculating whether St. Brown's comments were a calculated move to position himself for a return or simply playful banter. Either way, it's clear he remains interested in staying connected to the league, and Chicago might be the perfect landing spot. The Bears, under Johnson's leadership, are expected to revamp their offense, and St. Brown could fit seamlessly into that rebuild. St. Brown's versatility also sparks broader speculation about the team's offseason plans. Could his potential return be part of a larger strategy to surround quarterback Justin Fields, or another signal caller, with a mix of reliable veterans and new talent? And with Ben Johnson prioritizing collaboration and familiarity in his staff and roster decisions, St. Brown's expressed interest could place him firmly on the team's radar. What's next? While no official moves have been made, the possibility of a reunion is an intriguing storyline for the Bears' offseason. St. Brown's message to Ben Johnson, directly or indirectly, signals that he's keeping his options open. As the Bears look to build a competitive roster for 2025, fans will be watching closely to see if this familiar face makes his way back to Chicago. Former Chicago Bears head coach Matt Eberflus appears to be on the verge of returning to familiar territory in the NFL, this time as a potential defensive coordinator for the Dallas Cowboys. According to NFL insider Ed Werder, Eberflus has emerged as a strong candidate for the position under new Cowboys head coach Brian Schottenheimer. A tumultuous tenure in Chicago. Eberflus recently wrapped up a challenging 3-season stint as the head coach of the Bears, where he struggled to find success, finishing with a 14-32 record. His tenure included a painful franchise record 14-game losing streak that spanned the 2022 and 2023 seasons. The final blow came after a disastrous clock management error during a Thanksgiving game against the Detroit Lions, leading to his dismissal. Despite his struggles as a head coach, Eberflus' reputation as a defensive strategist remains intact. His inability to manage games effectively in Chicago overshadowed his previous successes, but his coaching pedigree suggests he can still thrive in a coordinator role. A return to Dallas. If Eberflus secures the defensive coordinator job, it will mark his second stint with the Cowboys. From 2011 to 2017, he served as the team's linebackers coach and passing game coordinator, helping shape the defense during that period. His return to Dallas could bring continuity and familiarity to a team eager to strengthen its defensive core. Eberflus also gained recognition during his time as the Indianapolis Colts defensive coordinator from 2018 to 2021. Under his leadership, the Colts defense earned a reputation for being disciplined and opportunistic, ranking highly in turnovers and efficiency. Why the Cowboys could be a perfect fit. For the Cowboys, hiring Eberflus could be a strategic move to reinforce a defense that already boasts star power, including players like Micah Parsons and Trayvon Diggs. Eberflus' expertise in developing linebackers and scheming effective pass coverage aligns with Dallas needs, especially with Schottenheimer taking charge of the team's broader vision. Eberflus' defensive philosophy emphasizes aggressive play, disciplined execution, and creating turnovers, principles that could complement the Cowboys' existing defensive talent. Pairing his schemes with the athleticism of Parsons and the secondary's playmaking ability could elevate the Cowboys to one of the league's premier defenses. ##### speculations and potential challenges. While Eberflus has demonstrated his defensive acumen, some critics question whether his recent failures as a head coach could linger. Can he quickly regain his confidence and focus solely on defense? Furthermore, the Cowboys' demanding fan base and ownership could place added pressure on him to deliver results immediately. Another question arises about how Eberflus will collaborate with Schottenheimer, who is also stepping into a leadership role with the Cowboys. Building a cohesive relationship between the head coach and defensive coordinator will be critical for Dallas' success moving forward. #### What this could mean for the Cowboys. If hired, Eberflus could bring stability and experience to the Cowboys' defense, helping them maintain their competitive edge in a challenging NFC East. His return to a familiar organization, coupled with his proven track record as a defensive coordinator, could be the fresh start he needs to rebuild his reputation. For the Cowboys, this move could solidify their identity as a team with a balanced approach on both sides of the ball. With talks reportedly advancing, fans should keep a close eye on Dallas as they aim to finalize their coaching staff and make another playoff push in 2025.